and the Wild Poaka.
While his grandfather was dreaming of a plump roast chicken dinner, Peter sneaked outside to play with his rugby ball. He accidentally kicked his rugby ball over the fence. Peter climbed over the fence and into the wetlands. He saw his friend Poaka, who told him she'd found his rugby ball. Peter passed a pukeko who was pecking around lazily. The pukeko noticed Peter and followed him through the long grass. Peter parted the long grass and saw his rugby ball.
Thanks for finding my rugby ball, Poaka.
Although the Poaka and pukeko were friends, Peter heard them start to argue.
I have a magnificent tail.
At least I'm not more and fluffy.
While Peter was watching the birds argue, he saw his grandfather's cat creeping into the wetlands.
I'll catch that Poaka.
The cat leaped into the air, and Peter yelled out, "Cat!" The Poaka flew into the cabbage tree. Meanwhile, back at home, Peter's grandfather awoke. He got dressed and realised that Peter was gone. He let out a shout.
Peter!
Peter heard grandfather's shout and hid in the bushes. Grandfather stomped into the wetlands.
Have you seen Peter?
Yeah, in the flat bushes.
Peter, come out from there. But, okay. The wetlands are no place for a boy, Peter.
Suddenly, back in the wetlands came a noise. The fantail saw the pig first and darted up the tree, followed by the cat. The pukeko called out to the fantail.
Watch out, the cat's gonna get you.
They'll never catch me.
The pukeko didn't see the Poaka until it was too late. The pukeko ran and ran and ran, but the Poaka was too fast and it swallowed him up in one gulp. Peter watched all this from a little hole inside the fence. Peter gathered a strong rope, climbed up the fence, and called over to the fantail. Peter told the Poaka,
Fly down around the Poaka's snout and distract him. I'll tie this rope around his legs and pull him up.
The Poaka flew away. Peter climbed the tree. Peter lowered the rope. The Poaka flew behind the Poaka's head, forcing him to step back into the rope. Peter tugged with all his might, and the pig was caught in the tree. Two dock rangers appeared over the hill. They saw the pig and rushed over to Peter.
Did you catch the Poaka on your own?
Peter called from the tree.
No, not without the help of my friend Poaka.
The fantail chirped happily. Grandfather walked into the wetlands, and the dock rangers told him Peter had caught the pig.
Have you ever seen a boy as brave as Peter?
The pukeko was thrashing about so much that the pig felt guilty and spat him out. So they paraded out of the wetlands and took the pig back to the forest.
Now I'll catch that Poaka.
The end.